Imagine a world where machines can think, learn, and even outsmart humans. What if I told you that this isn't just a plotline from your favorite science fiction movie, but the reality we're stepping into today? But where did it all begin? How did we get from clunky robots in 1950s films to AI systems that diagnose diseases and write their own code? Today, we're diving into the origins of artificial intelligence, exploring how this technology went from science fiction to shaping the future. We're talking about the evolution of AI, its humble beginnings, early breakthroughs, and how it's grown into one of the most transformative forces of our time. Let's rewind the clock and discover the story behind the machines. Long before AI became a reality, it was a dream imagined by writers, filmmakers, and scientists. One of the earliest and most iconic examples, 2001, A Space Odyssey, the super-intelligent HAL 9000. HAL wasn't just any machine. He could think, make decisions, and as we all know, defy human control. But this idea of machines with minds didn't start with movies. It goes back much further. Take Isaac Asimov's famous book, I, Robot, written in 1950. Asimov introduced the idea of robots with intelligence and even morality, governed by the now famous 3 laws of robotics. These laws dictated how robots should behave around humans, providing an early model of ethical AI long before it became a real concern. What's fascinating is that back then, it seemed futuristic, almost impossible. Yet today, these ethical questions are more relevant than ever. Science fiction was filled with robots capable of incredible feats, both good and bad. Some stories saw AI as the key to utopia, while others saw it as the trigger for humanity's downfall. From Asimov to Arthur C. Clarke, creators shaped our expectations and fears about AI long before any of it was real. But how did we move from fictional machines to the creation of real artificial intelligence? Let's meet the man whose groundbreaking ideas planted the seeds of modern AI, Alan Turing. Alan Turing, a British mathematician and cryptanalyst, is often called the father of artificial intelligence. During World War II, Turing cracked the infamous Nazi Enigma code, using early computing machines to break seemingly unbreakable codes. But his vision stretched far beyond code breaking. In 1950, Turing published his famous paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, where he posed a groundbreaking question: can machines think? To answer that, he developed what is now known as the Turing test. The idea was simple, yet revolutionary. A machine could be said to think if it could carry on a conversation with a human in such a way that the human couldn't tell they were talking to a machine. The Turing test was a milestone. It laid the philosophical foundation for what artificial intelligence could be. It wasn't about just making machines faster or stronger. It was about intelligence, learning, and creativity. But as visionary as Turing was, his ideas were well ahead of the technology of the time. Yet Turing's ideas sparked something bigger. In the decades that followed, researchers and mathematicians began building on his ideas, exploring whether machines could truly exhibit intelligent behavior. And soon, the world would witness the official birth of AI. Turing set the stage, but the real breakthroughs came in the 1950s. So how did we go from theory to reality? Let's explore the birth of artificial intelligence. In the summer of 1956, a small group of brilliant minds, including John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, and Claude Shannon, gathered at Dartmouth College. Their goal? To explore the possibility of creating an artificial intelligence. This meeting, often called the Dartmouth Workshop, is widely considered the birth of AI as a formal scientific field. It was here that the term artificial intelligence was officially coined, but at that time, AI was still a far cry from what we know today. Early AI systems were built around a simple concept: symbolic reasoning. Computers were programmed to follow rules and logic, much like a flowchart, to solve problems. One of the first AI successes came from the logic theorist, developed by Alan Newell and Herbert Simon. This program could prove mathematical theorems in ways that mimicked human thought processes. It was an incredible achievement at the time. But these early AI systems had a major limitation. They couldn't learn. Once they were programmed to perform a task, they couldn't improve or adapt. Why was this adaptability missing from early AI? And how did researchers overcome this challenge? Throughout the 1960s and 70s, AI research continued to progress, but it was slow going. Many early projects struggled with the complexity of real-world problems. However, the 1980s brought a revolution to the field: machine learning. This was a game changer. Instead of relying on strict rules, machine learning allowed computers to learn from data, just like humans. At the heart of this revolution were neural networks, systems designed to mimic how the human brain processes information. By training these networks on vast data sets, AI could start recognizing patterns and making predictions. It was no longer about programming specific instructions. Now AI could learn from experience. Imagine showing a neural network thousands of images of cats and dogs. Over time, it would learn to tell the difference on its own, even when the images vary slightly. This ability to learn from data opened the door to more sophisticated AI systems. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov, a watershed moment for AI. And nearly 2 decades later, Google's AlphaGo took it even further, mastering the ancient game of Go, a challenge that was considered far beyond the reach of computers due to its complexity. But as AI's power grew, so did its complexity. What are the limits of AI? Could it one day surpass human intelligence entirely? Fast forward to today, and AI is no longer confined to labs or chessboards. It's everywhere, shaping industries, revolutionizing medicine, and transforming our daily lives. In healthcare, AI is being used to detect diseases earlier, design personalized treatments, and even assist in surgeries. Imagine a machine learning system capable of scanning millions of medical images and diagnosing cancer before a human doctor even has a chance to review them. In transportation, self-driving cars are no longer just a concept. AI systems analyze millions of data points in real time to navigate complex environments, paving the way for a future where human drivers might be obsolete. Meanwhile, AI-powered digital assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant have become part of our daily routines, learning our preferences and adapting to our needs. AI is even impacting creative fields. AI-generated music, art, and even writing are now possible. For instance, AI models like GPT-4 can generate entire articles, assist in writing scripts, or compose music in a matter of minutes. Platforms like Netflix and YouTube use AI to recommend content, customizing the experience for each user. It's AI learning your preferences and predicting what you'll enjoy next.